Welcome back. We are in the mixed zone at Albert Square, where all the athletes are arriving to appear at the Heroes Parade. Max Whitlock is here. I'm going to try and go. Max, you're on BBC Sport there. Sum up today.
It's been brilliant. Wet, but it's amazing how many people kept out supporting us today. You know, it's chucking it down still, but it's been so good. You know, these people have supported us our whole journeys. And for it to be out here today supporting the Holly Team G is a brilliant feeling.
That was a flash of lightning, I think, behind you there.
So. The weather isn't good, but it doesn't matter today.
I didn't expect to be talking to you in a poncho. Have you got a hood?
Yeah, but it's...
Go on, you look like Yoda if you put it up there.
It's not working the best, but it doesn't matter today, like I said. You know, the weather is what it is, and people have still stayed out supporting us.
Winning Team GB's first ever Olympic gymnastics medal in Rio. Just try and sum that up.
It's hard to put into words. For me, yeah, I don't think it's ever going to sink in. Very hard to believe that, you know, what we've done out there, and my achievements, obviously I'm so proud. To make history makes it even more special, but you know, now I've got a lot more targets, a lot more things I want to learn, so it's keeping moving forward.
Well, how's it been coming back? Have you felt flat? How did you pick yourself up from something as monumental as that?
To be honest, it's not one thing that I struggle with. Every major championships I get more motivated to go back in. You know, I'm easing myself back in. I've got a strong plan of what I want to do, and I'm ready to hopefully go in properly starting next year, and it's all go again. So I've got, like I said, I've got a lot more things to learn, and I'm looking forward to it.
Final one, what have you done with all your Olympics kit since you've brought it back? Where is it?
It's in my wardrobe at the moment because I'm wearing it so much. You know, I'm going places, doing things, and you know, I've got the bag obviously at home in my room. So there's a lot of stuff that I need to sort through. I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to do anything, but you know, I'm looking forward to going for it and you know, keeping it all fresh.
Thank you very much for speaking to us on Facebook there. There we go, there with Max Whitlock. Hey, Karina Cox, welcome to us.
Hello.
You are looking very wet.
I know, I'm so good, it's just like running down my face.
Look at the bling.
The bling still looks good.
This is very impressive, and of course in two different sports.
Yeah.
Were you surprised just how much that made the headlines?
Yeah, I was literally so many people know me now, and I saw myself in so many papers, and I'm just like, really? I didn't expect it, especially for a disabled athlete. We don't normally get that much kind of publicity, so it's amazing to show that we can get that, and kind of hopefully it'll continue with other people.
Are these medals waterproof?
I should hope so. They better be, otherwise I'm going to be pretty wet. No, they seem to be running off quite well. The water doesn't run off me so well, but off the medals it does.
How was it on the bus?
It was great apart from the jerks, but it was awesome to have everyone around us and just be able to thank them.
This is as if we're standing in a shower now. This is actually beyond comedy wet.
It's not even funny anymore, get me out of this.
Yeah, you might win another medal in swimming, I think, by the end of this interview.
Yeah, I think I need to learn.
Listen, we'll let you go and enjoy the concert.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, yeah. I really hope they're okay in the rain.
I know, me too.
This is getting sillily wet here actually at the moment. Look, try and get a shot off the pavement just to give an impression of just how wet this is in Manchester. I was so hoping Manchester wasn't going to live up to its stereotypes tonight. We've got a tree. If you look up here, we've been trying to shelter under a tree for a bit of shelter. It's not working that well just yet. Please do send in your questions if you have any questions for the athletes as we're coming in. Oh. We've got people watching from Nigeria, Las Vegas, Peru and Manchester. Apparently, thank you all for tuning in. Jackie saying, good to see the weather is holding steady.
Maddie Hinch.
Maddie Hinch, hockey goalkeeper extraordinaire.
Hello.
Looking very wet.
Yes.
It's Maddie Hinch who saved the winning penalties in the Team GB. Try and sum up what today's meaning to you.
Oh, it's been absolutely amazing. What an experience. You know, people are out here supporting us, and look at the weather, and they're still here with smiles on their faces, and you can see the kids. We've seen kids in the crowd with hockey sticks, people dressed with, you know, their own medals, and just, you know, that's what it's all about, inspiring the next lot of kids coming through to want to do what we're doing.
What kind of response have you had since you've come back? What have people been saying to you?
Yeah, hockey's gone a little bit off the charts, hasn't it? I mean, it's been great. You know, it's what everyone's talking about, and it's what we've dreamed of as athletes, to kind of get more people talking about our sport. It's a fantastic game. time. And hockey participation is growing massively over the country, so long may that continue.
I was in a pub that night watching Manchester United v Southampton. At the end of the game, I was brave and said, full of Man United fans, said, can we turn over to the hockey? And by the end of the penalty shootout, the whole pub was cheering on the Team GB women's. And these were guys we were expecting to watch football.
Yeah, unbelievable. That's what I mean. I don't think many people before it even knew what hockey was about, and we were able to have an unbelievable advert for the match. It had everything. We heard that the football fans have really jumped on board.
Can I put some questions from listeners that are coming in? Mariam says, how heavy are the medals?
Yeah, really heavy. Really, really heavy. It's get a bit of neck ache after a while.
Kazmi wants to know, what's the temperature like today?
It's absolutely freezing.
How does it compare to Rio?
Much, much colder.
Jack says, will you be in Tokyo 2020?
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's 4 years down the line, so I'm going to have to keep working hard to keep my place, but I'm definitely going to be training hard for that for sure.
Patty says, great job to all of you. So proud of you all.
Thank you so much.
David is watching from Niagara Falls, says it's quite similar weather.
Oh, I can imagine. Is he in the falls?
And you were famous for writing all the instructions to yourself on your water bottle. Have you been keeping that going this season?
Yeah, always. Yeah, it's good to have those little mental notes. Goalkeeping can be a little bit of a lonely place, so my water bottle's my go-to.
We better not hog you all together.
No,
Thank you, Maddie Hinch, medal-winning goalkeeper.
Come on,
Thank you.
Maddie, get off.
Hey, thank you very much.
Oh, no,
This
thank
is,
you.
Helen.
Kate. The other one, the wife.
I was
That's
so
fine.
close. I was so close
It's the
there.
same surname.
We're
It's easily
getting
done.
lots of questions in from people on Facebook as well, so
Oh,
please,
cool.
if you'd like to speak, do send them in.
Oh, yeah.
How has it been today, going up Deansgate in the rain?
Honestly, it's been an absolute dream come true to come home to Manchester. My granddad used to work at Kendall's on Deansgate, and we used to come every weekend, and so to drive past there, I was getting a bit emotional, just seeing all the support of everybody coming out.
What has it meant for hockey since you've come back?
Yeah, one of our visions was to inspire the future, and we've been out to clubs and schools around the country since we won the gold medal and tried to spread as much of that gold medal dust as possible, because we want as many kids as possible to pick up a hockey stick. And I think for me, hockey is a sport for everybody. However old you are, whatever ability you are, you can play hockey somewhere. So that's what we've been trying to spread the message.
Rebecca asks, how much do you train?
A lot. So the international team would train 5 times a week on the pitch together. We do 3 gym sessions, then you've got a club session on top of that, club match, and then also extra running, and then all the other things that we have to do, watching video, talking to the physios, extra S&C. It's a full-time job, but it's the best job in the world.
So if someone wants to pick it up, how much training will they have to do to be a club player?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I used to hate training. I was not a good trainer when I was young, and I had to learn to love the discipline of training. So anybody that thinks I don't like training, you can change your mind, I promise you.
We're getting messages from all around the world here, watching you from it must be Gran Canaria. Proud of you all. Michelle saying, well done Team GB. We are proud of each and every one of you. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you very much. Lovely to speak to you. Take care.
Vicky Thornley.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Remind us what your achievements were in Rio.
I won a silver medal in the women's double scull with Catherine Granger, yeah.
But you get your silver medals where people are disappointed and the ones where they're delighted, and you were definitely one of the delighted ones.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my second games and it's my first medal, so as much as, we're always out there for gold, this one was a really special silver.
We're just speaking to some of the hockey girls there about how much training they have to do. Talk us through what you had to do. And we're also getting listeners' questions in on Facebook, so send them in if you have any questions about rowing.
Yeah, training for rowing it takes up quite a lot of time every single day, like 7 days a week, pretty much every day of the year. It's an endurance sport, so it does take a lot of... that's why we're used to training in this rain, so this is not too bad for us.
Rand says, was winning the medal everything you dreamed it would be?
Yeah, I think it took a while for it to sink in for me. So I think it sounds silly, but it's just like sinking in now. But it did take a long time because we weren't really expected to get that result. So, but it's amazing, and it's just something that I'll have forever, which is just special. Yeah.
Yeah. Santosh saying, do you train in the rain? You say you do.
Rain, wind, snow, whatever the weather brings, we'll be out there. Yeah.
It's quite a fetching look you've gone for here.
I know. Yeah. And now we're just gone. Doesn't really matter what we look like because we're all freezing and soaking wet. But it's just amazing for everyone to come out in this weather as well. It's true British weather though, isn't it?
Slightly Jedi wearing the hood as well, I think. Yeah. Andrew says, Team GB are legendary. You guys have made us proud this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now we have Helen Glover.
No, we don't.
So sorry.
Helen Glover's coming.
Sorry.
That's all right.
We're getting confused. Introduce yourself and
Catherine
your goal.
Granger.
Catherine Granger. We're doing very well with the rowing today, though.
We are doing outstanding. We had one of the most successful Olympics for the rowing team. We were the top rowing nation. So it's nice to see so many of us here today and so many medalists as well.
Shame it's just so wet, though.
Do you know, honestly, on those floats you hardly notice the rain because you are just aware of this incredible crowd reaction everywhere you go.
Today, when you were on the bus, what kind of memories were coming back to you?
It was like reliving London. I think we genuinely thought London was a once in a lifetime, will never happen again. And then the enthusiasm, the excitement, the support was just as much as 4 years ago, and that's really special.
What's next for you?
A holiday.
Really? Where are you going to?
I'm going all over the world.
Wow. Is this proper retirement then?
This is a holiday first.
Really? You're going to be doing some thinking about the future?
Yeah, I need to just take time and enjoy life for a while and switch off from everything else.
Well, enjoy. Give us one country you're going to.
South Africa.
South Africa, there we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you for that. Johnny. Got Johnny Brownlee, silver medalist in the triathlon. You seem to be enjoying yourself in the bus. We saw you shouting "Go Yorkshire" to people with banners.
Yeah, you got to be careful shouting "Go Yorkshire" around here in Manchester. But you know, obviously people are very proud of being from Yorkshire, and yeah, I'm one of them. We had got a lot of Yorkshire shouts, so I've got a reply, don't I?
How's it been today?
Oh, it's been very, very special. Obviously, to have this number of people here celebrating is amazing. And when you're in Rio, you're very sheltered from the whole, the home support. Obviously, you feel it, but you can't really, appreciate it that much because you concentrate on your race, and then you don't read the papers, because you're obviously in Brazil. You don't see the TV at home, so to come home and experience a little bit of it is very, very special.
We're taking a lot of questions from people on Facebook Live as well. People are obsessed about training routines and asking how much do you have to train in the rain?
Well, as little as possible in the rain, but normally I train at home most winters, rain or snow, but probably, 20, 30 times a year in the rain. Bike rides when it's like this are not much fun, but as part of training, you've got to do it.
And finally, a lot of people saying Alistair could well win Sports Personality of the Year now. How do you rate his chances in that?
Oh, well, obviously an incredible year for lots of people, but what Alistair did was very special. It's something very different in sport. You don't often see that in sport. Someone sacrificing a race, so hopefully he's got a good chance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you tap Helen? Helen Glover, that's good getting an Olympic athlete to come and bring you over there as well. Helen Glover, gold in women's pairs alongside Heather Stanning. How's today been for you?
It's been amazing, yeah. It's been really fun, and I was trying to shout apologies at people for them standing in the rain to watch us, but you look at their faces and they're all having fun and enjoying it, so it's been great.
We're getting questions in Facebook, so if anyone has any questions for Helen Glover, send them in right now and we'll put them to her. People asking about how heavy the medals are. How is it to wear around your neck?
I mean, yeah, it does hurt after a day like this, wearing it around your neck, but I am definitely not going to complain about wearing a medal for a day. That's fine.
Chicky Babe says, hello Team GB from Singapore. It was great to meet Team GB at Rio while I was there as an Olympic volunteer. What kind of roles do the volunteers play out there?
Well, they're invaluable, and you need that to run the Olympics. You need a really good force of volunteers. We saw in London there were so many British volunteers that just made the games, and a lot of them actually travelled out to Rio and were helping out in Rio. So you arrive on the doorstep, you see a friendly face, and it really makes you feel like you're at home.
And what is next for you? Obviously, you're on your honeymoon still, pretty much, aren't you?
I know, the honeymoon feels like a long way away. Yeah, we got married a month ago, had a honeymoon, and
this is to Steve Backshall, who people don't know. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, to Steve, and so we were out, and it was obviously kind of a nature and activity honeymoon that we had. So it was a lot of diving. And
where did you go?
We went to Mexico, and I learned to dive, and we saw whale sharks, and we swam with little manta rays and sea lions. It was really cool.
Now, does he go into TV presenter mode then when he's out with the animals and the creatures?
Well, no, but he's like some kind of encyclopedia. I can ask him any kind of question and he'll just answer it. So he's quite useful to have around in those situations. Your
wedding got great reviews. Everyone I saw tweeting about it said it was incredible fun. It seemed to last a couple of days almost as well.
Yeah, it lasted a week. We got married in Cornwall, which is where I'm from originally, in Penzance. So I thought, right, if I'm dragging people down to Cornwall for a week, I'm going to make them have a good time, and it was awesome.
Santosh says, what did you like most about Brazil?
Probably the people. I just think it was just a fantastic atmosphere. And I mean, there were lots of Brazilians there living in the city, not massively aware that the Olympics was going on, but getting drawn in as the event started, getting more and more interested. And I mean, it's just an incredible place. Look at the beauty of it. We were lucky enough to be in the Lagoa, directly below Christ the Redeemer, surrounded by mountains.
not bad.
And for a rowing venue, it doesn't get any better.
And Jack says, good afternoon, Helen. He's very polite. I'm from Cornwall. What was your favourite moment spending time in Rio other than defending your gold?
Other than defending the gold, it would have to be just supporting the rest of Team GB. I mean, I think the moment that things slightly changed was the day that we started beating China. So we started beating China in the record table, in the league table, and suddenly everyone got very interested in how everybody else was doing, really supporting each other. And there was this sense of we could do this. We actually could come second in the table. And so I think that feeling of excitement for the whole team was probably my next highlight.
Debbie says, would like to congratulate Helen and Steve. She loves you both. And Emily says, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9", which is actually quite short for a rower. You have to be quite tall to be a rower. But you know what? If you're fast enough, you're tall enough.
Listen, thank you. Oh, actually, we've got one more coming in. Saeed just says, best of luck in your future. What does the future hold?
Oh, thank you, and thank you so much, because there's been so many positive, bits of messages and feedback on Facebook and Twitter, and I just want to say thanks for all the lovely input over the last 4 years. Future for me is still undecided. I don't know if I'm going to do another 4 years.
Seem quite far away.
It does seem far away, so I'm going to take a break now, because after London I didn't have a break, so I really need to sort of let myself get back to normal and then make a decision then.
Have you got in a boat with Steve?
No. Actually, we've got in a kayak.
Yeah?
I think a rowing boat would lead to an argument. I'm sure it would.
Catherine says the Olympics was the highlight this summer. Thank you for being so amazing. You are inspirational. Many congratulations on your wedding. That rock. I've seen the picture of you getting on the rock.
Like climbing
what
up.
was going on there?
Well, we just thought it made a really cool photo, and I'm not so worried about a wedding dress. I'm in a tracksuit every day, so we just kind of climbed up to the rock, made a spectacular photo on the Cornish coast. But I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you, because we've just had amazing support, Heather and myself, and it's made Rio and London really special.
The questions are flying in for you. Karen says, hi Helen, congratulations on your medal. Which other sport would you most like to have won a medal in?
Oh, good question. I mean, I grew up being a runner at first, so I think the athletics always inspired me. My first Olympic memories are of the athletics, so I'd probably athletics or cycling.
Thank you so much for taking that long to speak and answer the questions. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
There we have Helen Glover, gold in women's pairs alongside Heather Stanning, and recently married to Steve Backshall. If you're from abroad, you might not know he's a children's TV presenter here, hosts a show called Deadly 60. So this is the backstage area here at the Heroes Parade. Thank you very much for all your questions that you've sent in. People watching from all around the world, really appreciate it. Sorry if we didn't get your question to the person you wanted to, but until the next Olympics in 4 years' time. Bye.